Alright, so the next one we have was done by AlternateHistoryHub. And this is the first thing from AlternateHistoryHub I have watched on the channel. Now, I have watched AlternateHistoryHub. I've seen a lot of stuff that they've done. I love that channel. It's one of the channels I watch when, new things come out. Every once in a while I'll get on this binge where I just watch a whole bunch of AlternateHistoryHub. One of my favorite ones that they've done is the world that exists because of ancient aliens. I can't remember the title, but it was talking about ancient aliens from History Channel. And if you guys haven't seen that, watch it. You'll hate me for it, but it'll be funny at the same time. Basically, I'm an alien. You're an alien. Everything that ever happened is because of aliens. And that's pretty much the case. So, this time, though, we're watching the insane story of Red Alert terribly summarized. And I love the thumbnail art for this because it says, instead of making something of value, I made this. Let's go.
What makes a man? Is it his wealth, his looks, the love of his friends and family? Wrong. All those are wrong. There is only one thing that truly defines a man.
Yes.
I use alternate history in my videos to discuss real-world questions. Makes us think about how we got to where we are today. Perspective on how events shape who we are as people, nations, cultures. This isn't one of those videos. We're going to talk about another part of alternate history.
Oh,
the part
God.
where giant Japanese samurai mechs invade Berlin, where Hitler is killed by a handshake, where cutscenes look like they were filmed for an 80s porno.
Yeah.
When I was 10, I didn't care. It all blew my freaking mind.
The fact that Tim Curry was in this was awesome to me. I had this game when I was a kid.
Command and Conquer.
Everybody had this.
Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. I don't blame you for not knowing. TNT hasn't been that relevant this decade.
No.
Since EA drove the franchise into an early
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. EA is responsible for war crimes.
grave like it was gonna talk.
Strategy game.
Oh.
Focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I want to enlighten you on a blessed
love
series
this.
that placed the seed of that alternate history craziness into my young, impressionable mind. The Red Alert series.
Yes.
Is it realistic? No. Does it have to be? Of course not. This isn't really a video about lore, since there really isn't a lot of it.
No.
Maybe I just want to talk about it. It's my channel, who cares? Most people agree World War II wasn't the best time.
1996 was when I bought my first computer.
And in a post-war 1946, in the middle of the desert, the man himself, Albert Einstein, wanted to live in a world where such a tragedy never occurred. And so he came up with an idea, a machine to travel through time.
Okay.
And he built that machine to travel back in time to undo the future that is a coup.
Ooh.
Or, Hitler. He goes back in time and kills Hitler before he can mess everything up. But Cody, if he went back in time to kill Hitler and everything changed, then why would he ever need to go back if he came from a present that never heard of Hitler? It's a strategy game from the 90s. Don't think about it.
No.
Because Hitler now never came to power, instead of Nazi Germany waging war against everyone, causing World War II, the Soviet Union decides to invade all of Europe. Each Command & Conquer game has multiple endings because you can play as both sides. And
Yep.
since there's multiple games, well, some endings just aren't going to be canon.
Oh, God.
If you play as the Soviets, then hot dog congrats, baby. You get to lead the invasion of Europe, country by country, using your strangely advanced technology like
Yeah.
iron curtains and Tesla coils as you slowly make your way to stop Brexit. Along the way, your contemporaries will die, but because you are the main player, you survive Stalin's wrath, drunkenness, way with women, by playing the game well. Oh, Stalin, you have such a way with words. By the conclusion, you have successfully conquered Britain. The USSR now controls all of Europe. As for Stalin, oops. Well, what about the Allies?
The cutscenes in this were classical, okay? The cutscenes in this game were absolutely classic.
Campaign. As commander, you successfully beat back the Soviets, using their own weapons against them, preventing them from bombing Britain. You've seen enough of these resistance storylines, you can kind of get the deal. Poor Stalin, boy just can't catch a break.
No.
There really isn't much to be said because the plot doesn't really matter.
No. I don't get it.
The Allies win,
I have nostalgia now.
or Soviets win. But the games do pick a favorite because you can't just have the Soviets win. That would be boring.
This is Dugan.
Hey, Alex, it's me, Reggie.
Yes.
It's been 30 years since the end of the war, and what do you know, we're going with the Allied victory plot.
Yay.
Which means this is how Stalin died, and the Allies replaced him with a puppet called Alexander Romanov. If you can't tell by the name, he's a descendant of the Romanovs that the Soviets overthrew in the first place.
Which is kind of hard considering they killed them all.
Introduce you to my little friend. This is Sam.
Well, wouldn't you know it, the Soviets invade again, and the US president finds out in a pretty casual way.
We're supposed to be allies, you maniac. I'm the one that put you into office.
Listen very carefully. I am not your pet, Mr. President. We Romanovs have our legacy to consider.
I don't give a wooden nickel about your legacy.
A wooden nickel. See, that's the thing. Oh my god. So most cutscenes were done like this. It was only StarCraft that started doing animated cutscenes. It was so ridiculous. Anyhow. Yes.
Yeah. React somewhat mildly annoyed finding out the US is getting invaded on two fronts as well.
I don't give a wooden nickel about your legacy.
The US try to use
Wooden
their
nickels,
nukes,
guys.
except they can't, because Yuri the Psychic.
Yep. Duh, duh, duh.
Yes, there are psychics, don't question it. Yuri gives the top secret nuclear bases a call and brainwashes them to do this.
Or they'll explode under... The silo doors are closed.
Oh,
And thus
no.
begins our conflict. Alright, you know the drill. 2 campaigns, 2 outcomes. Let's do it. Well, uh-oh, what's a good old boy to do? The Reds are on your shore, Commander. After taking a few places back from the Soviets, including the Statue of Liberty, which really has no strategic importance,
No.
that old scoundrel Yuri uses mind control on the
It's so bizarre.
president and the top generals.
The war is over. What I've come to realize is that the commies and us want the same things. You know, female
I don't think we need to hear any more of that.
So how'd Yuri do it? Well, he created a psychic beacon, which does pretty much what it sounds like.
Yes.
They built one in Chicago. Gotta go stop them. Ah, darn.
The United States was Romanov's first target. Join our fight, or we will not be his last.
So after the European powers, somehow not under control of the Soviets, even though the Soviets now control the US, decide, hey, maybe we should help. They hop on board with the Americans. The best way to take the
The French guy in this was so beyond stereotypical, it was pathetic.
Soviets down is to chop the head off, of course. And guess who's going to help with that?
I have something to...
Oh my god, yes.
Even the score.
Guess that time traveling added 20 years to his life and made him look like Lou Albano.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
So you take DC back, retake some places in the US, and now are tasked to help Einstein as he creates a chronosphere. Pretty much the same machine as last game, but this time it can transportate anything. Plot twist, you transport your forces into Moscow, capture the city, and sneaky Romanov himself.
Oh!
So what about the Soviet
So
campaign?
stupid.
Well, there isn't much different, except you conquer a little bit of Europe, have a little fun in Paris and Tesla coils. Yuri overthrows Romanov, leading to you, the commander, now fighting against him. In the end, Yuri is defeated, nuked. All that is left is his brain, for some reason. But hey, at least now that everyone else is gone, you are the sole leader of the Soviet Union. Congrats, comrade.
What the devil is going on, Lieutenant?
He's surfaced, Mr. President. I'm sure you all recognize this man.
This is an expansion that takes place after the Allied victory.
I didn't play this.
And it's something. Let's just go through this in a nice, neat order.
I didn't play this one.
Yuri is up to his old shenanigans again. After building mind control devices across the entire world, he basically brainwashes everybody. So what do?
I believe we can use it to transport your forces backwards in time.
Pull an end
Oh.
game, of course. Your forces travel back in time to the start of Red Alert 2 when the Soviets are invading. Yuri is still brainwashing everybody, but using Hollywood and subliminal messages.
He's begun to use the media to spread subliminal propaganda. Here's a sample, with the subliminal mind control properties filtered out.
Hello, I'm a nostalgia critic. Gotta remember it so you don't have to.
Turns out knockoff Bill Gates is in trouble because Yuri is threatening to nuke him unless he gives him money. Lou Albano is involved again. The war ends with the Soviets and Americans banding together to fight Yuri. Yuri is captured in his secret Antarctica base, and bing bang boom, he's defeated.
Yay!
Thanks to you, Commander. He won't be able to mind control the fly.
Yes. Oh no.
Oh yeah, then the timelines merge for some reason.
Oh no. Yeah, yeah.
The Soviet campaign isn't that different, except Yuri is defeated by the Russians, and you, the commander, are the sole leader of the Soviet-dominated world. Yuri tries to escape in his own time machine, and is ate by a T-Rex.
Thanks for coming, everybody! Good night!
Okay, I didn't play this expansion. I didn't play 3. I wish I had.
Come, Comrade General. A new world order awaits.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Oh boy, it's the end of Red Alert 2, or 1. Really any Allied campaign in this timeline, and the Soviets are once again on the brink of defeat. What's a leader to do? What's a Tim Curry to do? Simple.
I don't know why this is the one of these I did not play.
Time machine.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
Pull an Einstein and travel back in time to kill Einstein. Didn't see that coming, did you, old man? You see, Einstein was what allowed the Allies to have their powerful weapons, their nukes, their transportation machines, their diabetes. If Einstein is gone, then the Soviets will have an advantage, and in no way would anything possibly go wrong. We created weebs. Yes, that's right. In a world without atomic bombs, somehow the Japanese Empire was able to rise out of horrendous, crushing defeat to become the Empire of the Rising Sun, even though the Soviets invading Manchuria was actually the main reason for their surrender, not the bombs. But that's okay, no nukes means anime mechs. Alright, why not? Thanks.
Oh god, yeah, okay. George Takei was in here too.
Tim Curry, you ruined everything.
Our situation is shockingly grim.
So yeah, there's 3 campaigns in this game. All of them are not that deep, considering a certain company took over, and there's one more campaign now.
Oh, this is why I didn't play this game.
Welp, Soviets are in control of Europe, and Britain, once again, is the last bastion. Gotta just go with what you know, I guess. Typical events happen. You, once again, beat back the Soviets, this time with measles, and the most realistic part of this whole
Now, that's a familiar face. Like, they had so many actors, like mainline actors, doing cameo bits in games. Like, Game of Thrones here.
Franchise. The Allies and Soviets.
Oh my god.
Set aside their differences to fight against anime. Japan is soon pushed back. President Ackerman, and yes,
yes!
This is J.K. Simmons' most defining role.
Vote for me.
if you want to live.
Goes full helicopter rides and betrays the Soviets.
None of you have the guts to do what needs to be done, so I'm gonna wipe those Soviets off this earth myself.
Using a laser coming out of Mount Rushmore. Poor Teddy. Oh yeah, so allies fight amongst each other.
Oh god.
And Jenny McCarthy kills the president. I think she had a child sneeze on him. Well, uh-oh, the Soviets betray you anyway. After some transportation into Leningrad, gee, where did I see this before?
Yeah.
Both leaders are imprisoned in ice, and the vice president of the U.S. takes over.
I will take the reins of this great country. Together we will march forward into a bright and prosperous future.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
You done good, Hasselhoff. You done.
So Ackerman's little bout of patriotism transcends timelines, I guess, and there's still a war on 3 fronts. Somehow Japan has a front in Leningrad and Moscow. Flying fortresses beat geography and logistics, I guess. But moving on, after some shenanigans, some betrayal, some fun times, the Soviets decide that they need to assassinate the Emperor.
Did you think it would be so easy?
But George Takei isn't going down without a fight. And then, the greatest betrayal of all.
Thank you, Commander, for so thoroughly and brutally dispatching my enemies. But now I'm afraid you have outlived your usefulness.
Yeah.
Thought we were friends, Tim Curry.
We were.
I did everything for you. And this is how you repay me? Leaders betraying everyone really seems to be the running thing in this game. Well, Tim Curry is beat on his real-life volcano fortress.
This is my limelight.
And all is resolved. Huh. That was easy. Once again, you control the Soviet Union. But oh no, here comes the...
Yes. Yes, they destroy every franchise they touch. So the Hospitaller put together a whole bunch of series about the dogs, about the pugs, and she put it on Instagram, and that's why she kept on hollering for me from in there, which is kind of hilarious because I told her I was back here recording, and I don't know. I think she's plotting on me. In any case, EA has systematically destroyed every game franchise they've touched. I remember when they bought out a game that I played. Hey, Pug. Hey, Pug. I remember when they bought out a game that I really enjoyed. Mythic Studios made Dark Age of Camelot, and I loved playing that game. In fact, I played that game for well over 7 years. And they bought out the company that made that game, and then they promptly started putting little signs and stuff like that all over the place, advertising EA games, like for, Madden and all these, like, NHL games and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, stop it. Eventually I stopped playing it because I was just like, I'm tired of getting advertised to for other games inside the game that I enjoy. And they literally did it too. If you log on to Dark Age of Camelot right now, I don't know if they're taking it free to play or not. I don't know if the servers are still online right now. It's been online for years. They actually have little posts and it's like, oh, you can... It's so annoying. But, yeah, they have successfully destroyed many a game franchise. In any case, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you'd like to see something particular, check out the Discord. I'm going to be putting his links in the description down below as well as my own. And if you like the channel, I have a Patreon down below. All that being said, yeah, I think I'm good. I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, before I go, 5-ish Minute Lore was done last night. It is on Alexis Pollux. It is currently on Patreon, and if, well, not if, when Wednesday rolls around, I'll be premiering it at a respectable time for everyone involved. Unfortunately, probably about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm shutting up. Bye-bye, guys.